Hello and welcome to the first Marble Championships of Chapter 4. So, this is not only the 13th one ever, but also this one is for July 2025. So, yeah, I know, it's been like exactly 2 years since we've done the Marble Championships episodes, but, you know, time flies by fast, so, yep. So, like I said, this is the first one for Chapter 4, and of course, as you can tell, we are using the standard Marble Race series board with the stage, is because, well, I don't want to use the separate Marble Championships board anymore. I dismantled that, and now we're going to be relying on this board instead, which, you know, has the stage as well. So, yeah. But of course, you know how this works. You know, we have 4 marbles and our world champion, but there is a catch. If you want to go up against the world champion, this time you now must rack up the most amount of points out of everybody. So let's go over the new format. So there will be 5 matches, and for each placement you get, you will get a certain amount of points. So if you get first place, you will get 4 points. Second place is 3 points. Third place is 2, and if you get last, you only get 1 point. But what I forgot to mention in my announcement video in regards to this new format, you will get a negative 1 point penalty if you do not complete the course properly. So in this case, if you do DNF and get stuck on the track or fall off or cheat, whatever, if you DNF, you will lose a point. So yeah, you really don't want to DNF or place last way too much. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, back on track. To anybody who gets the most amount of points first will go up against Crimson, who is actually our current reigning world champion, which of course he won the world title in C3 Marble Race 100, just so you know. But in terms of how the finals and third place round works, they're still the same as before. As for the tracks, the point bracket round will be using this track right here, which is actually the same as one of 1822X's tracks, as well as this past Friday's episode. So if you want to have great detail about this track, make sure you go check out last Friday's episode, since I did go over this in great detail. But yeah, and of course, like always, credit to 1822X for this track. And as for the finals exclusive track, like always, it's the Imaginarium set. And so now, let's introduce our first 4 Marble Championships challengers in Chapter 4, aka the challengers for this month, which are Cat's Eye Blue, Yellow Swirl, Rainforest, and Crystal. And so now, without further ado, let's get this going right now. Round 1. Currently, Rainforest is in the lead. But right now, poor Crystal, as she is currently last. Whoa, Rainforest gets stuck, so he has to wait until someone frees him. And that is Yellow Swirl who's going to be the one freeing Rainforest, but this will give the others a chance to catch up. Oh look, speaking of which, they're all caught up. But right now, Cat's Eye Blue is the one who's last place. And Rainforest gets stuck again. And would you look at that? Crystal's the one who was previously last for some bits of this race, but now she will be the first marble to get 4 points. Rainforest gets 3 points. Cat's Eye Blue gets 2. And unfortunately for Yellow Swirl, he will only get 1 point. Second round. Currently, Crystal is in the lead, while Cat's Eye Blue is currently struggling like it's, well, I don't know, but whatever. Oh no! Cat's Eye Blue gets stuck! There's still time though. If he does free himself on time, then you know he won't get that negative 1 point penalty. But if the race ends and everyone finishes but him, then yeah, he will go back to just having no points whatsoever. But let's see what happens from there. Currently, Rainforest is in the lead, and it looks like Crystal got stuck, so she had to wait until Yellow Swirl frees him. Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness! What a miracle! Cat's Eye Blue freed himself on time, but unfortunately, yeah, I'm gonna have to just take him off the track since it's already guaranteed that he's gonna get 1 point. So, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, as things stand, Crystal will get another 4 points. Rainforest will get 3, and Yellow Swirl will get 2 points. While, yes, Cat's Eye Blue will still only get 1 point, even though, yeah, it took him some time for him to just free himself from the track. But given the fact that it's just way too late for him to catch up, yeah, I took him off the track, knowing for the fact that he's never going to make it on time. So, yeah. But, I mean, since he managed to free himself, I'll still give him 1 point. But if he did get stuck on that silver bell of the blue snake, okay, my bad for that line flood. But if he was still stuck here before, you know, after the race was over, then, yeah, he would have gotten that negative 1 point penalty, so yeah, he should be lucky. Okay, before we start off with round 3, my bad for that, you know, error about Cat's Eye Blue. I thought he was gonna be going back to 0 points because he almost nearly DNF'd in the last round, but you know, I forgot that he had 2 points, as you could tell by the screen up on the video, of course. But yeah, now he's at 3 points, actually tied with Yellow Swirl, so they're both tied at 3 points, while Crystal is in the lead with 8 points. Man, Crystal is doing so well. Could this be Cat's Eye Blue's time to catch up? Okay, never mind. He gets caught up by Crystal. And once again, Crystal continues her run of dominance. And as for Yellow Swirl, on the other hand, I don't know what's going on with him. And for the third race in a row, Crystal gets another 4 points. Like, man. And as for Rainforest, he gets another 3. And unfortunately for Yellow Swirl, he will basically get 1 point again. Round 4. Like, man, who's going to beat Crystal? Like, so far, you can see why she's in her lead. Pure dominance from her. Like, she's most likely going to be the one to become this month's #1 contender for the world title. Like, that is just absurd. Oh, and now she gets stuck. So this will allow Cat's Eye Blue to hopefully catch up. But not so much, because Crystal continues to dominate, much to nobody's surprise watching this episode. Whoa, that was actually super close. But Crystal finally loses her lead. And Crystal's hot streak finally ends as Rainforest finally becomes the first marble to get 4 points in this episode who is not Crystal. Speaking of Crystal, she will get 3 points. And yeah, Cat's Eye Blue will get 2. And unfortunately, Yellow Swirl gets stuck on this second to last flat funnel. So therefore, his bad luck continues as now he will get that -1 point penalty. Yep, first time somebody gets a -1 point penalty for DNFing. And yeah. So it appears that at this point, forget about Yellow Swirl. I think he's basically mathematically eliminated for the whole thing. But not all is lost for him, along with the other 2 marbles who don't become #1 contender, because, you know, we'll get one more chance for 3rd place. But let's see what happens from there. This is it. It's everybody's last chance to rack up points before we decide who will go up against Crimson in the finals. And Rainforest gets stuck, so he has to wait until someone frees him. And it's gonna be Yellow Swirl. Man, I don't know what's up with that yellow S today. And again, Rainforest gets stuck. Oh boy, this could be very bad news for him. Alright, huge battle in that final funnel. And Crystal will get 4 points. Well, once again, yeah, I think, it's not that surprising when it comes to the first and second places. And of course, Yellow Swirl is 2 points and Cat's Eye Blue 1 point. And so with that, Crystal is going to be this month's #1 contender for the world title for the first time in Chapter 4. So it's official. Crimson versus Crystal for the world title. But before we do start that, we have the third place round. So yes, Crystal did win by 19 points, while Rainforest is 16 points, Cat's Eye Blue is 8, and Yellow Swirl at 5. But of course, these three will go at it against each other one final time to determine who will get the bronze. Cat's Eye Blue gets stuck. So he had to be freed by Yellow Swirl right there. Whoa, what a big catch up by Rainforest. Rainforest gets stuck. Alright. Let's see who will get the bronze. It's Rainforest. 4th place overall is going to be Cat's Eye Blue, and 5th is going to be Yellow Swirl, which means he will score last. Like, yeah, he did so bad right here. So now that Rainforest has won the bronze, we now turn over to the main event of this episode. It's Crimson defending his world title for the first time against this month's #1 contender, Crystal. So let's find out who will score 3 wins first. And yes, I said it. The first to score 3 wins first will win the world title. And also, yes, because this is the Imaginarium set, I am using the smaller version of Crystal because the main version of Crystal doesn't play well with the Imaginarium set. So, yeah. Yes, it's because, you know, compatibility issues I was specifically talking about. And the world champion will win the first point of the finals. Man, that was actually a close one right there. Whoa, Crimson took up a lot of time right there. And so therefore, Crystal will be getting her first point as well. So we're now tied at 1-1. Again, a very close one, but Crimson will get his second win. So one more win and then he will retain the world title. So Crystal, you do need some catching up to do if you want to basically win the whole thing. Ooh, a very close one right there, but Crimson will retain his world title for the first time in his reign. Congratulations, Crimson. You won this Marble Championship, so which means you will basically retain your world title. Yeah, sorry, Crystal. You did so well for the majority of this, but it appears that your dominance kind of finally caught up to you, so yeah. But as for Crimson, you will retain your world title for the first time. Well, this one was a pretty good Marble Championships, as well as, of course, being the first one for Chapter 4. Yeah, this one went pretty well to say the least, but this one is going to be given over to Crimson, of course. So, yeah, let's go over the final results anyway, regardless. So, first place / retaining his world title is Crimson. Second place is Crystal. Third is Rainforest, fourth is Cat's Eye Blue, and fifth, dead last, is Yellow Swirl. Like, man, poor Yellow Swirl, like, man, like, that's gotta suck for him, dude. He did really poorly by just getting a very few amount of points and just, yeah, getting last place in the third place round, but, yeah. But yeah, this one was, like I said, overall a pretty good first Marble Championships of Chapter 4. And of course, once again, everything will be given over to Crimson, as he will be your winner and retaining the world title for the first time in his reign. And also, yes, he will defend his world title again next month. So get ready for another Marble Championships coming out next month, despite the fact that I do have the weekly live streams as well as the first Teamwork Racing episode of the year. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for both of those Marble related episodes. So anyways, that is going to be it for this one. So hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up to show support. Feel free to follow all my socials down below and subscribe and notification bell enabled. And of course, I will see you guys back in Friday's episode, so get ready for that. Anyways, that's it for this. Hope you enjoyed and have a good day.